Good morning. We just got dropped off at this parking lot where we got out yesterday. It was a crazy day, walking and crawling over Hump Mountain in the wind and rain. So I walked up this road yesterday, walked as I tried to catch Daryl, because he went up this road and then we came back down the trail to where the van was. All right, so we're walking back up this road, past Over Mountain Shelter, back up to Yellow Mountain Gap, back to the AT. We've checked the forecast. Yesterday it said wind gust up to 41 miles per hour. Today it says up to 20. So we think today is doable, but we've already studied where our outs are in case we get
Here's your headband.
Blown down. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. I was just saying, does anyone know where my headband is? Look, it's on this road. Oh my gosh, no wonder I couldn't find it, but I can't believe we just found it.
You want me to put it in your backpack? You can wash it.
Yeah, I don't need it because I'm wearing my big buff. Yeah, will you put this in my mesh, please?
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. We shake it out, it's covered with...
Yeah, I noticed.
There's like a bunch of rocks. Maybe turn it inside out. I did not record any of this yesterday, but I thought it was cool to come look at Over Mountain Shelter. But I just wanted the boys to have a quick look at it.
The barn one sort of?
Yeah.
That barn looking one, yeah, they say it's not structurally sound, so don't...
There was a book
Go
in
in
the
there.
hostel of Maine,
Yes.
and I remember the shelter from the book.
Uh-huh. All right, guys, we're gonna hit the Blue Blaze up to Yellow Mountain Gap. Back at Yellow Mountain Gap. And this is where, like yesterday, yeah, do we take the trail or the road? We're thinking that's not a road. And my phone was just so wet, I couldn't get it out anymore. So I thought, let's just take that trail. We know it goes to the parking lot. But Daryl had come up the road, which then there's a Blue Blaze. Anyway, we're back. All right, back on the AT. It was right at 20 minutes.
This is interesting. There's a sign. I'm actually reading it now. That's cool.
1780.
They rendezvoused there and
Jasper's Paca just needs to be retreated for waterproofness or seam sealed. It's pretty much done unless we do those things. So he's using Baxter's Paca today. Fish found a little cave. Grassy Ridge that way. Blue Blaze, no thank you. There's the AT. Not bad. Chain Bald, 5,800 feet. Here are the fine views. Down into Carver's Gap. A lot of cars down here. We gotta head up Rome. We are still walking through this magical forest. It smells amazing. Here's the Blue Blaze to the Roan High Knob Shelter. We're used to crunching leaves, and now this fir forest is so quiet. The sun's come out. Daryl came to meet us at Hughes Gap Road, and we're debating on going on another 5.5 miles. We found that there is another way we could get out if we did a few more miles, which I think we will. It's only 2:15, though it's going to be getting dark. I don't know. The time just changed last night, so it's going to be getting dark at like 5:30. We're debating what to do.
So we have continued on from Hughes Gap Road. We're going another 5.5 miles. We're on top of Little Rock Knob Bald. I don't think it's actually Little Rock. I don't know. Little Rock Knob, Little Rock Bald. It's not really bald. But this is the first view we've had all day. Which is
It really is. A view. Wow. So interesting. What happened to this tree? Greasy Creek Gap. Now we gotta walk down the road or down this little trail and find our ride. And then we'll have to walk back up this tomorrow. Hopefully it's not too far.
the fundamental rules of camp shooting.
Did you find just a board laying around? Oh, there's some free wood.
All right, we're back at Greasy Creek Gap.
Elevation 4,031 feet, according to this sign.
Yes. All right, we just hiked up, 7/10 of a mile. Now we're back on the AT. It's 8 o'clock, and we have only,
At least 12 miles.
At least 12 miles, because we did extra yesterday. So we'll see where we end up today.
Right after. Man, it's like they're getting stamped, but they keep showing up.
They show up. Oh, we're so excited. Our favorite little friend.
Very occasionally.
And we don't know if we're in Tennessee or North Carolina,
I
but
think we're on the line. The trail's the line.
we're on the border.
So does this count for both or none?
Maybe it counts for both states. Okay. We think we've seen them in almost every state. We're walking in fog and wet leaves. The leaves are so thick,
It's just like the Lakeshore Trail, but it's wet.
but it's wet.
It's holding my lock screen. Look at him, little guy.
Go.
Oh no, I want like.
All right, we're here at Beauty Spot. There is a great view from here. It's just that today you can't really see any of it.
We're completely fogged in here. It is.
So the trail crew is gonna be by around maybe 2 o'clock through here, maybe near 3. And then we're going to drive down to Indian Grave Gap, which isn't too far from here by a gravel road. And we're going to meet a friend farther along. We met her in the 100-mile wilderness, and
She lives near here. She offered we could. What is she bringing us a meal or something?
she is. She's bringing us trail magic at Indian Grave Gap. She's going to feed us dinner. And then I think we're just going to head up in the woods a little bit from there and camp tonight. So we're looking forward to some dinner. Baxter and I are looking forward to it maybe clearing out here. I don't know. It's not too cold. It's in the high 50s. It is obviously kind of wet, but
A little bit windy, just a breeze though.
just a breeze. We're considering building a campfire here in the fire ring, but I don't know if we'll do that. We'll see.
We've made it to Cherry Gap Shelter.
Quite a little charming shelter.
The Decapitator, low clearance. Well, we can be dry under here and eat our lunch. We are climbing up Unaka Mountain, almost to the top. We've heard this is a magical forest. It is really cool.
All right, Baxter and I are hanging at Beauty Spot Gap now. We got chased off Beauty Spot in the rain. So we drove the van up this Forest Service road. The trail is just 20 feet beyond the road on the other side. And trail crews coming down Unaka Mountain here. I think what we see is a shoulder of it, but they've been in clouds all day. So I'm brewing up some hot chocolate, and we're gonna give them some high fives, and then they've got about 4 miles to go to Indian Grave Gap from here. This kid is killing it. Look at this kid. Waving at the camera, looking all dapper. Reading that Harry Potter. Sucking on that Jolly Rancher.
There's Unaka Mountain where we came from.
And you can see Irwin down in the valley.
It's cool.
It's pretty good.
This would y'all take.
Look at this.
Whoa! We were just at Beauty Spot, and Grayson dropped his pack with Skipper and Texas Pete, because now we are going down 2.3 miles to Indian Grave Gap. And our friend farther along, who lives in this area, and we met her in Maine, and she is going to come meet us and bring us dinner. So we're excited to see her. Yeah, big smiles. And we'll be done less than an hour to hike. All right, here's our wonderful trail magic.
Oh.
You're yelling.
You can do it.
Okay, here's our wonderful trail magic by our friend farther along that we met in Maine. And she lives not far from here, and she brought us all kinds of food that was awesome.
Amazing.
And we've had fun at Indian Grave Gap.
We have.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning from the trail. We're looking down on Irwin.
Our first cloudless view.
Yeah, we have,
Well, clouds are kind of farther away.
the clouds
Yeah.
are down in the valley. It looks cool. We are pretty much all downhill to Irwin. The trail continues to be pretty monotonous. Lots of leaves. Not many views.
All right, our friend Emily, she wants us to eat at Pal's. So she sent us a little bit of money. We're gonna pick it up for the trail crew and head it back to Uncle Johnny's. We're gonna try it out.
It looks interesting.
All right, we're walking into Irwin, listening to the Nolichucky River, And we actually ended up staying with farther along last night at the land that she owns, because we ended up meeting at a different gap and we weren't that far. So we slept there. She has a little shed that she's turning into a cabin. The boys slept in there and she stayed in her camper, and Skipper and I set up a tent. So we stayed there. It was only about 20 minutes from Indian Grave Gap. And then we got up this morning, back on trail, and we are headed to Uncle Johnny's hostel, where we're gonna stop and eat lunch. We're gonna meet Skipper and Texas Pete, and they're gonna have lunch for us.
Are in the area because I can't.
We're on the front porch of Uncle Johnny's hostel near Irwin, Tennessee, and we are eating pals thanks to Emily, who sent us some money and said, you have to eat pals. And this worked out perfectly. So this is great trail magic from the Darling family in Maryland. Thank you.
This is great.
Many thanks.
This is pretty good.
This is a cool view looking down on where we walked from, down past that rafting place. Then we crossed the train tracks. I think it was more over here. Then crossed that bridge over the Nolichucky. Yay, we have a view.
Okay, we found the Irwin, Tennessee post office cat. What's this cat's name, do you know?
No, I don't. There were far out comments about it, but I don't know its name.
Fish sent us down here to video the cat. What's up, kitty? Okay, we've unlocked achievement, find post office cat.
We've made it to No Business Knob Shelter, where it is closed because bears are active in this area. So we read 3 Ursacs got taken here. It's
Yeah,
about
I've never really believed in the Earth.
10 days ago. Yeah.
Right.
Interesting little trail side attraction we've come across. Yay! Came a long way today. 19.3 from Indian Grave Gap. It's almost 5 o'clock. We made it to Spivey Gap. We got down to Spivey Gap and ate dinner, and then drove up this Forest Service road so we can park the van, well, and camp right next to the van.
The one opposite this.
We woke up in Devil's Fork Gap after a windy night, and Daryl woke us up at 5 a.m. because he thought it was 6 a.m. None of us slept really well. And then we drove back down to Spivey Gap to boil water there and eat breakfast. So now we're walking. Today's goal is Sam's Gap, which is just 13 or 14 miles. We got some weather coming in the next few days. So we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do with rain and then brutally cold temperatures. Whoa. Hi, rocks.
We just came down from a little bald, which was
not little, and it was not a bald.
It was not. Big, bold, elevation 55, 16. What a All right, we're 2 miles from Sam's Gap, where we're gonna end today. This is our last little climb. This is a cool view, looking back to Big Bald. Oh, I see the van. Hey!
Look, we're on a walking trail.
On the border of North Carolina and Tennessee. All right, we've driven up from Sam's Gap to this cemetery. Miss Janet suggested that we come here to camp. So we're gonna camp here tonight, and then the trail is just 100 feet that way. So we'll be back on trail in the morning. Skipper's over there. He said he wanted to meet our neighbors for the evening. We're also doing a little van reorganizing and cleaning out. Here's what the back looks like. Lots of stuff. That's all the stuff out of the box top. I'm not sure why we've taken all that out, but just cleaning it out.
Miss Janet told Baxter and I about this pretty sweet little secluded camping spot back here behind the cemetery, out of view from the road. So we have set up camp and dinner, and we're all just kind of chilling out, waiting on the sun to set. The hikers got in about 3 o'clock today, so we'll sleep here tonight. They'll hit the trail again tomorrow. We got a short day coming. Here we're enjoying morning breakfast with a cemetery view. And in the distance, I-26.
We got a little bit of a view. Mountains over there in the clouds. Here's our path. Nice water. All right, we just finished our short day from Sam's Gap to Devil's Fork Gap, and here's the car. We made it just 8.5 miles, and it's almost 12 o'clock. We'll enjoy an afternoon off.
Hello.
What's up, van crew?
So this is what we've been doing today. We've been hanging out.
Y'all are doing a great job hanging out.
We just said we're not bored. Like, we really feel like this is good. This is good times.
Awesome.
What about you guys? Good day?
Yeah, I have to say the trail's pretty boring. I mean, it's just monotonous, but not hard.
Well, I think
a
you
little
get
windy.
I think you get some pretty spots up here.
Well, good.
We've taken a 0 day and we're walking around Marshall, North Carolina.
With Aunt Nancy. Hi! Well, it was very foggy, and then we've climbed up this hill and it's cleared out. Now the clouds are down in the valley. That looks pretty cool.
We found this bear here.
Woo! We just walked upon this dead bear.
I don't think it was shot. I mean, like...
Yeah, its whole bottom is missing. E. Hi, dead bear on side of trail.
What?
Yee.
Oh, someone shot it?
Well, or something got it. I don't know. All right, here are the graves. David Shelton, Milliard Hare, and William Shelton. We're getting close to Big Butt. We're not gonna take the bypass. We were walking really quickly, trying to get here. Jerry's Cabin Shelter to eat lunch before the rain. But I did just pull out my umbrella. Hopefully Grayson.
I ran that last half mile.
Yeah, I saw you running.
Just to get here before the rain.
Before the rain. Come on, Grayson.
No views today.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no views.
Oh man, I really was hoping.
Yeah, well, I think your hopes are gonna be dashed.
Baxter and I are here at the van at Jones Meadow, and it has really gotten socked in here, and the temperature has fallen. We've been here probably an hour and a half, and the temperature's dropped 10 degrees, maybe a little bit more. So I've set up a tent. We say we do cold or rain or wind, but we don't do any two of those. So this is rain, and I'm afraid it's going to get cold. The temperature in the morning is supposed to be 29 degrees in Marshall, and we're 2,000 feet higher than that. So I don't know what we're going to do. We'll see what the rain does. It's about 2:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the trail crew ought to be coming in here relatively soon. I can't find them on the GPS because I don't have service. So this could be an interesting night, but wherever we stay, it's going to be cold. Okay, the trail crew is rolling in here. It is socked, a little bit windy, temperature dropping. So we're coming up on the van. Baxter hung out in the van while I went and led the trail crew in. The trails and roads got a little confusing here. Look at the view.